Welcome to the Facilitator tab. Here in the left-hand most panel, you've got a die roller. Just type in number of dice, hit the roll button. First time you hit roll, you'll have to activate the script, give it permission, and you'll have to click the button again. From then on, just click the button once and it'll roll the appropriate number of dice. All the dice in the order they were rolled show up here, and the result is then shown here. Multiple sixes are shown also. The major clocks that you use as the facilitator are the time left clock. All clocks work the same way. The first number is the number of ticks that are filled on the clock. So you can see here. And then the second number is the size of the clock. So maybe this is a 6 clock or it is a 10 clock and so forth. There are areas that are protected. We're going to have those not bother us for a little bit. And then if you want to change the objective clocks, they're likewise on the same way, number of ticks and the size of the clock. You can describe the name of the clock right here. Your risk and reward section, all you need to do is select the risk. You'll notice this is gray, which means you don't touch it. Select your risk level. Let's say it's 3, desperate, and your reward level 4, and it'll update automatically. And all of this information mirrors over to your PC tab as well. Then you've got a spot so you can take notes. Next, you got a series of collapsible sections. This one is if there are some extra clocks that you want to use to help keep track of things. Then there's the rules lookup area. So you can go here and grab whichever rule set you want to have ready access to. So if we pull advanced rules, all that'll pop up. And your players also have the ability to access the same rules from the drop-down panels in there. So let's collapse this. And then over here, what you have is a panel for each of the player characters, up to 6 player characters, and you can hide any panel that is not being used. And it provides a read-only summary of all the key information of the players side by side. So you can very quickly see who might have a connection that would be valuable, who has the most or least energy. You might be able to find special abilities that are a good fit. It makes it so you don't have to go from tab to tab. Other things that you'll want to keep track of is if we look at some of the other tabs, the scribe tab is a great place for quick session notes as opposed to long detailed notes so everyone can remember what has happened. The relationships tab is a place where as new characters come in that are going to last beyond a specific sprint, let's say someone gets an investor or a potential acquirer, or competitor, etc., you can track, you can add those to the sheet and record what level of status they have. That way the players and you know where everyone is at. This tab has all of the rules of the game boiled down into the panels that you can access elsewhere. The top row tells you the name that can appear in the drop-down panel, but if you ever want to be able to just look at things all together, you can access them there. The investor questions tab gives you the key questions that an investor would ask. So if you're talking to your players and they're doing, say, a product market fit sprint, this is a great way to get a feel for the kinds of challenges that they might need to deal with. Have they defined the customer in enough detail? And does the customer have pain points so severe they will pay to make them go away, so on and so forth. So this is a great way. If you're struggling to figure out what might be some good questions or challenges put in front of them, you can come here and find ones that are a fit for most levels. And then last but not least, we have the NPC names tab. So you can very quickly come up with some names for characters on the fly, and you can access a whole lot more by clicking this link here. I hope that's helpful. I look forward to getting your feedback.